Afternoon, people. I've just taken off from Celebrate Surfleet. Where that yellow trailer is, that's my car. I've set the task today of hopefully trying to get back into the same field so I can demonstrate what we call a box flight. That's where the balloon is able to land back in the same field that they took off from. It can be done, but it's very rare that it happens in the UK. So watch this space and we'll see where we end up. Catch you later. Right guys, don't know if you can hear me because it's quite windy up here. Just reached 4,000 feet and I have literally probably only moved about 300 meters away from where I took off. Let's just hope that I can actually somehow get back in the field. It is a beautiful afternoon, and over there, if you can just see that, that is the Wash and the Norfolk coast. And I am slowly starting to go that way now, so I don't want to go too close to that. Hopefully when I get down on the deck, the wind will take me back that way, right in that field where I took off from. So we'll catch you later, and it's a bit cold up here, so that's why I put my hoodie up. So catch you later. Right everyone, welcome to 10,000 feet once again. Nice cloud layer there. I took off from, well, as you can see, I don't think I'm going to get quite back there, unfortunately. The wind isn't as forecast. But instead, this is Spalding here from 10,000 feet. It is a absolutely gorgeous afternoon. I'm so glad that I took this opportunity. The wind has dropped completely. I don't feel as cold up here, believe it or not. And again, it looks so much closer at this height, and it's sort of quite scary because I don't want to end up over that. But I am slowly being taken back this way over Spalding, as you can see. So as long as I keep going in this direction, I should be fine. But I think I'm going to abandon the challenge of trying to get back in the field because the wind isn't as forecasted. So instead I'm going to try and get to Thorney, which is that way, and we shall see where I end up. I shall try and get a video of the entire flight. Well, not the entire flight, but when I come back down and see where I can land. So I'll see you on the other side. Beautiful, absolutely breathtaking. I am so lucky to be able to do this. Another quick update on my progress. I think I took off from that field over there. I am just south of Spalding now, so I'm not covering much distance. Apparently I am doing 22 mile an hour up here, but because we're so high up, I can't actually tell because things go so slowly when you're up here. But I just love going up to 10,000 feet when you're above the cloud line. And I'm still avoiding the Wash. I don't want to be going too close to that. I'll point out a few things if I can. That down there is Hull Beach St John's flying field there. I'm nowhere near their airspace, so I'm all good. To be honest, at this height it doesn't really matter. At least I don't think it does. But yeah, making good progress I think towards Thorney, which is that direction. And if you look down, we are actually slowly going in that direction. So, and I've got plenty of gas. I got inflated on this. This tank here, it's still not registering. This tank here is not registering either. And this one is operating my pilot light. I always use this one last. I've only got 3 tanks on board. I used to have 4. One was condemned. I'm no longer allowed to fly with that one. So it's just down to these three tanks to get me to Thorney, which I think is another Could be another 15 miles that way. We'll find out, won't we? But at the moment, I'm happy to say we've still got plenty of gas. I'm just going to double check that to make sure that the needle's not stuck. No, not registering yet. So, yeah, all about fuel management at this height. I was expecting to be start registering on at least one of the tanks by now, but no, we're not. So, yeah, catch up on the next video, and yeah, I love this view. Absolutely beautiful view. Just another quick video. This airfield here is Crowland. We're about 9,000 feet at this height. I'm actually quite surprised because, again, the distance between things looks so small when you're up here. So there's Crowland there, and then that there is Holbeach St John's, and the distance looks so small, but it's I think it's about 5 miles between them. I can't remember, but yeah, still making good progress. Still not registering on any tanks, which is good. So I think we can do it. I think we can get back to Thorney from Surfleet. So we shall just wait and see. Right, so we've just started registering on this tank here after nearly 40 minutes at 10,000 feet. Absolutely impressive balloon. Incredible. I wasn't expecting to have that much gas. If you can just see through the clouds there, that's Thorney. I'm going to be coming down probably in the next 10 minutes, and I'm going to try and get a field there because the great and powerful Gary Davis lives there, and he's got a few fields that we fly from quite regularly. In fact, I went to 10,000 feet in one of my previous videos in a field just there, if you can see it. But yeah, I think we're going to do it. I've still got plenty of gas on board. This one hasn't been touched. This one hasn't been touched either. Just shake it to prove it. There you are. And this one is just wobbling on between 25 and 30. So, yep, I think we're going to do it, but I don't want to set my pedestal too high. Because every time I do that, I always miss it. That's Whiz Beach over there. That's March through the clouds there. Yeah, it's absolutely fascinating being at this height. That's Spalding, that's where I came from, right over there. You can't see the field that I took off from because we're too high up, and I'm not able to point it out at the moment, but in one of my previous segments, that's Crowland airfield there, and Holbeach St John's. I can't find it at the moment. But yeah, it's somewhere over there. So yeah, starting to close in on my target now. And I'm still, I'm within the VFR rules of going to 10,000 feet. I can clearly see the ground because when you're at 10,000 feet you must be in sight of the ground at all times. Otherwise it is illegal. Yep. So, hopefully coming down, and I'm going to have to come down quite steeply, so I'll try and get some footage of one of my famous steep descents that I love doing. But yeah, hopefully catch you later. If I remember to film. Because sometimes when I get my mind into task mode, I forget to do certain things. So, but nothing that wouldn't impede safety. Let me make that absolutely crystal clear. So yeah, just a quick panorama of being at 10,000 feet once more. And my target is just there. So, catch you later. One last fascinating thing that I want to show you is this bottle. It's been in the basket since I launched, and as you can see, the air pressure inside has increased. By the time I get down to the surface, that will be crushed. Yes, it will be crushed. Anyway, there is Thorney. I'm going to start to come down now and see where I end up. I hope to be able to come within the distance that I require, because then I can say that I did actually reach Thorney. I may not have landed there, but I reached it, so that's all that counts. So yeah, I'm gonna come down now. Here we go, a steep descent. Unfortunately, I think I've gone too far. I'm not going to get actually within distance of Thorney, but I've started my descent now, as you can see. Montana's starting to cave in there and starting to twirl. I have my pilot harness on, just for the record, in case some people say that it was I should have worn it. I have got it on, as you can see, and now we're just going to start to come down through the cloud layer and hopefully land quite close to Thorney. So yeah, starting to twirl nicely. I do love the steep descent. I'm going to put some in just in case. Stop the parachute stalling. So yep, I am right above, no, I'm not quite right above Gary's house, but I'm close. And we're just going to come into the cloud layer now. Love it when I drop through the cloud layer. Almost feels like you could get out and walk on it, or sleep on it. Not that you want to. Just for the record, we're still on, if I can just get that out of the way, 25% there, and the pressure in the bottle has decreased. So by the time that I get down to deck level, I would imagine that bottle will be crushed. Or may not, for the cases. Ah, there's Gary's house. If you can see that triangle field there from the roundabout, that is Gary's house, just on one of those houses, those grey roofed houses there. So yeah, I think I can safely say that I made Thorney, but whether or not I land on it is a different matter. But we'll wait and see what happens when we get down. Again, she's caving in, so I should put a bit more in. Just to keep the parachute happy. I'd say we're about 5,000 feet now, and we're coming into the cloud. Absolutely no cloud in front of me here, which is strange. So, where will I end up? There's the cloud layer. And yes, I'm starting to shiver because it's cold up here. Ironic, I was warm up at 10,000 feet and now I'm cold as I come down. That's a good indication there that the smoke is just going straight up. It means that the wind isn't doing anything down on the deck, which is good. Again, a nice caving in of the side. She's twirling. do love a good twirl. Tiny bit more in. And I'm still on the first tank, and we still are just above, no, just below 20%. Absolutely impressive. Right, she's stabled out now, so I'm not going to burn because I don't want to. I want to come down, not stay up. So yeah, I wonder if I can actually land in Thorney, because I think the wind, as it's doing nothing down on the deck, I could maybe try and get that field there, which I've taken off from before. Who knows where you end up? That's the beauty of ballooning. You do have some element of control of where you can land, but not all the time. So I shall sign off when I get closer to the ground. Catch you guys later. So, down safe. Unfortunately I missed Thorney, it's over that way. I've just been given permission by this lady and her dogs to land here, so I just await retrieval from my crew. Absolutely astonishing. There's the bottle to prove that pressure changes at different heights. See, it was I couldn't push it before, now I can, and also it's been crushed. And we're on 15% just on that tank. Absolutely incredible. That was about 1 hour and 10 minutes at 10,000 feet, and I didn't have to switch tanks mid-flight. Phenomenal balloon, absolutely phenomenal. And definitely one of the most phenomenal flights that I've ever done. So now I shall contact my crew and get retrieved. So thank you very, very much to that lady now walking off over there. And yeah, beautiful day, beautiful flight. Catch you on the next one, which will be Longley Sky Safari. And that's a real treat, I guarantee you. So you want to make sure you stay in tune for that one. So, catch you later, guys.